This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Good morning. What day is it?
It is National Catfish Day today.
It is National Catfish Day.
Catfish for you.
Am I getting catfished here?
You're about to get catfished.
She got catfish?
Yeah, that's right. We catfished you.
What are you talking about?
Fish.
Get out the fryer and cook up a good catfish dinner for the family.
Happy National Catfish Day.
Showtime.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, catfish.
Is that your catfish voice?
Oh, yeah.
So weird.
Let me tell you something about catfish.
I feel like if catfish talked, I feel like that's what they would sound like.
I like a little parsley, a little rosemary, a little basil. Three of my favorite strippers. But you know, folks. Oh, yeah. I don't know what just... I feel like I'm actually in a band over here. That was kind of cool. Got a little garlic, paprika, maybe a little ginger for your hinder. Oh, yeah. Don't know what that meant. But I'm going to add some lemon. I'm going to add herb. And I'm going to bake you. Oh, yeah. Key change again. There it goes. I missed that one. Then I'm going to bake your catfish ass for about 28 minutes. Oh, wait. Song's over.
Song's over.
I'm trying to think if I've ever eaten catfish. I don't. They're too cute to eat.
What?
I don't want to eat a catfish.
Oh my God.
I think. What do you want to do that to a catfish?
I love catfish.
They're like the grandpa of fish.
Brothers 3 used to have good catfish, Cajun catfish.
I bet I've had catfish, like deep fried catfish nuggets or something. I feel like I've had.
Catfish needs to be done right, otherwise it tastes creaky.
Creaky?
Yeah, like you can taste the creak
real
in it.
gamey.
You
Sure,
know what I mean?
Sure. Like
kind of frog legs too. Frog legs need to be done right, or you can taste like you could taste the swamp in it. I can
taste the forever chemicals. It's amazing. What is that? Radon? I don't know. What am I tasting there? What is that? Is that mercury? I love a little mercury.
The girls went out fishing the other night, and in the little retention pond in the back, and it was a classic episode of F Around and Find Out, because they indeed did catch catfish. That was all they caught. And you got to be careful because they got the barbs on them, you know.
Oh.
They'll sting you.
It'll
hurt like a son of a bitch. And so it took them broads like 15 minutes to get that damn catfish off the hook. And they were putting it back in the water, so obviously it would live. And it did live because whatever. Anyway, they're kind of a pain in the ass. And noodling is a thing. You know what noodling is?
I know noodling.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never known anyone personally that noodles. Do you know?
I don't want to noodle.
If you don't know what noodling is, it tends to be a southern thing more so.
Right.
But
you gotta be drunk, I think, mostly.
I think you have to have one beer, beer in one hand, and with the other hand, you reach into the creek or river or swamp
into the mud hole,
and you hope that a catfish grabs onto your hand.
Only a catfish grabs onto your hand.
Yeah. And you catch the damn catfish with your bare hand.
My luck, some dude have a beaver trap in there, and I'd stick my whole arm up in there.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
My recollection, if I've ever had it, I don't know why my head goes to blackened catfish. It's kind of like a normal fillet, I guess.
Yeah, Cajun, blackened. That's sure. Usually, and I'm sure part of that is to cover up the swampy flavor of the catfish.
Catfish. Catfish. I guess I'll have to try it again. And where do you go for catfish around?
I don't know now. I used to get it at Brothers 3, but I don't know where good catfish is now. If you know of a place, let me know, please. 608-321-0941, because I do love a good catfish.
And I assume they farm catfish? I feel like I've seen a farm of catfish.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, catfish farm to table. And in environmentally controlled clay-based ponds filled with fresh water, pumped from underground wells.
Yeah.
Okay. Is a catfish farm profitable?
Yes, that's the
Profit
question.
margins range from 10 to 20%.
Ah.
That doesn't seem worth it, does it? I don't know. I don't want to be a catfish farmer. Doesn't float my boat.
I had a buddy who used to live out in Story, Wyoming. It was a neat. They have a fish hatchery out there. It's just it's a nothing blip on the map. It's about half an hour north of Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as you head towards Sheridan. But he took us up to the fish hatchery up there. It was incredible. Thousands. I mean, there's one down in Tent Sleep. Have you been to Tent Sleep?
No.
You haven't been down there. I know you want to get down that way.
Yeah, I will.
You need to get down. But yeah, just I don't know. They had like 5 hatcheries. It's just incredible how much literally fish are there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And they take them out all over Wyoming. Really cool stuff. If you get a chance to go to a hatchery, go do one.
I will.
It's amazing.
I'll totally
they'll
do
give
that.
you a tour. They'll do the whole thing. But Story's really cool because it's up kind of like up on the hillside, and then they stagger the ponds. You know, as they get bigger. It's really cool. Badass, man.
You know me in tours.
I know you love tours. I never know what tour you're doing.
Yeah. We're supposed to soak fish in a bowl of milk overnight in the fridge, and it will take the fish taste out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. All right. Also today is Bourdain Day, as in Anthony Bourdain, because June 25th was Anthony Bourdain's birthday.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes with Catfish Day if we're looking for a good piece of catfish, for Christ's sake. But here we go. Let's do the Anthony Bourdain timeline.
Oh.
In 1998, he became the exec chef. And I guess he had a best-selling book in the 2000 here, Kitchen Confidential: Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly. 2013, Parts Unknown. He left his travel channel show No Reservations in 2012 after a fight with the network, and then started Parts Unknown. And then 2019, the Anthony Bourdain Legacy Scholarship was created. It provides grant money to one or more Culinary Institute of America students per year to study abroad, which is pretty awesome. So to observe Anthony Bourdain Day, you're supposed to travel. Because, he was big on travel.
He always said any good trip or any good adventure ends up on the beach. He was always about traveling, indulging.
Yeah.
Really soaking up life and indulging and treating yourself to things you've never done before.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool dude.
He was a super cool dude.
Yeah. That would have been fun to hang out with him for a minute.
Yeah, 100%. So there you go. It is also a National Day of Joy. So I feel like all of these
We had joy, we had fun, we had
catfish in the sun.
Catfish in the sun.
Yeah.
It was smelly and full of mud. And then we put it on some toast. Smeared some ketchup on it and then we all got fed.
All right. Well, they can't all be hits.
No.
Can
We're not that good.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, this is weird. I know I'm gonna do Hump Day News, but someone sent me this story quick, and it went along with our catfish story. This is in Germany. An aggressive, because it's National Catfish Day, an aggressive catfish measuring over 2 meters and weighing over 90 kilograms. Let's see. What is 2 meters to American measurements?
That's like a...
That's 6.5 feet.
I was going to say 4. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a shark.
And that's about almost 200 pounds.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard. Are those stories true? Like in the... I hear stories like in the Ohio River, they go under the water to repair bridge foundations and stuff. And they'd see catfish that were 10 feet long.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like you never see them.
Anyway, this big son of a bitch injured at least 5 swimmers at a lake in the southern German state of Bavaria Police said an officer eventually shot the huge fish with his service weapon.
Jesus.
The incidents occurred late Friday afternoon near a floating island where the giant fish had been lingering and attacking people in the water.
Why does it have to linger?
I don't know. Paramedics from the Red Cross treated bite wounds on the swimmers at the scene. As the fish showed no signs of moving away and continued to pose a threat, the local water rescue service called in the police. Officers cordoned off the swimming area to prevent further incidents. With the fish considered a danger to swimmers, emergency services decided to kill him.
Oh, that's not fair.
2 anglers later retrieved the 200-pound catfish by boat.
How old would a 200-pound catfish be? That's like a prehistoric monster. I bet it's, maybe not that old, 40 years old.
Anywhere from 20 to over 60 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How long do they live? Does it say? And did they eat it? That's what I wondered. Did they eat it?
Catfish can live anywhere between 20 and 60 years old.
Oh, so that's it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's nearing the end anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Catfish of this size are not uncommon in Germany and have occasionally caused alarm. More than 20 years ago, a giant catfish nicknamed Kuno the Killer gained international media attention after reports it had swallowed a small dog in a German lake.
That's my Hawaiian name, by the way, Kuno.
I know. When a large dead catfish was discovered in a pond in the western German city of something I can't pronounce in 2003, it was believed to be Kuno. The fish was later stuffed and put on a display in a museum. Holy crap. That's nuts.
Yeah,
all right.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope they didn't waste it. Maybe they ate it. You know, like they cut it up like the 1,000-pound tunas they bring in for the sushi shops.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah, sell some catfish.
All right.
It's hump day and I'm moving just a little slow. My body knows I got 3 more days to go at a job filled with office politics and drama. Yes, that's why I'm still in my pajamas. It's hump day again. It's hump, this is the end.
Oh, happy hump day.
Thank you.
A quarter of Americans want a break from sex. That's according to new research. A survey explored how 2,000 adults are viewing intimacy in today's day and age, finding that some of the reasons they gave for wanting a break is being able to learn other forms of intimacy and give the body and mind a chance to catch up, or because they want emotional closeness more. Even beyond their personal goals, nearly a third sadly believe that romance is dead.
Oh, no way.
Believing that real love and romantic gestures are no longer valued today. Oh, these ideas have played a role in half of the respondents previously taking an extended break from having sex for an average of 6 months.
I feel like that's for people in therapy or something, you know, that aren't getting along or something. No, it's a conscious decision.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I think she just didn't want to get knocked up or something. I don't know. I just try to break it down.
The survey found that those who took a sex sabbatical, 53% said that it made them miss and appreciate it more.
There you go.
While just 11% said it had the opposite effect on them. 11% were like, I don't need it. I'm fine without it. Many have found themselves enjoying singledom. 69% of those who aren't in a relationship are content with being single. 21% actively looking for a relationship. Okay, let's see. Those who aren't looking for relationships said it's because they're very comfortable with my life at the moment. Or they're waiting for the right one to come to me. Or simply because they're satisfied with my single life. With that in mind, 55% of singles would rather fall in love with life than with someone else next. Oh, that's kind of awesome. Good for them.
Sure, whatever, man.
You got to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with someone else, right? Respondents are also looking to be grounded more often, as 47% of single Americans agree that relationships tend to be too focused on the far future instead of the now. It doesn't help that half of those surveyed have been in a relationship that was ruined by expectations for what it should be like.
Trying to think of the song. There's nothing where he used to lie. My la-da-da-da has run dry. That's just how it is. Nothing said, I'm torn. We haven't had sex in a month. But it's also because he cheated on me and I hate his guts. But anyways, we still live together. Anyways, I'm torn.
Okay.
I love that song. I love her.
Slowing down and taking a break from sex can be a healthy and beneficial approach in various situations, whether for personal growth, relationship issues, or addressing specific issues. A sex break can allow for a reassessment of sexual desires and needs. Moreover, taking a break from the pressure and focus of sex can reset your relationship and facilitate honesty with yourself and each other. But sex isn't everything. The average person says just 37% of intimacy has to do with sex, and 57% instead has to do with understanding each other on a personal level. That's awesome. Wanting more than just physicality, 3 in 4 express intimacy to their partner in alternate ways. Oh my God. Amazing. Look at everybody killing it. Some of their favorite ways to practice intimacy: holding hands, kissing and touching, and appreciating small moments together like brushing each other's hair, not the pubes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, not. Forget it. Move on. I was going to bring. Forget it. I'll get in trouble. It doesn't matter. It's not worth it. Go for it. Keep whatever. What?
You just need me to keep talking?
No, just keep talking. I had a great line, but somebody would take it completely.
Oh, no. Okay.
Anyway.
4 times the percentage of respondents agree that they'd rather have a partner that meets their emotional intimacy needs than their physical intimacy needs. Yeah.
Yes.
But still, half of Americans acknowledge that sex is necessary for bringing 2 people closer romantically.
How long have I sat in the big air chair? The one with a weird stain in it. I don't know. It could be urine, could be semen. I'm not sure.
We are not sure what it is.
I'm not going to smell it and find out. But it could be soy sauce. How many times have I sat in a big air chair and said, what you do at 5 o'clock affects what happens at 11 o'clock?
Oh, 100%.
How
like
many?
A million times.
It's a million little touches that add up to anal. I mean, to love. Love is in me. That's weird. That's the noise it makes. Really weird.
Okay, Americans admit that they can't go more than 5 months without kissing and cuddling, and 6 months with no sex. 6 months is the limit with no sex.
You feel like you can get in a habit of not doing the little kissy touchy thing. You can kind of fall into a habit. Excuse me, of just not engaging. I guess I don't know what the word is for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It kind of just a week goes by and you're like, whoa, hey, I didn't grab your boobs today. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty handsy.
Well, it's life, though. I'm just saying.
Right,
you get in the lulls and the valleys and the highs, and it's one of those weird things. And that's why everybody goes, we got to go have a date night. Somebody's been married for 10 years.
Right.
We got to go get a date night.
Right.
It's not like we got to get a date night.
Yeah.
I know. We got to go get a date night.
Oh, my God. You said it so many times.
All right.
I understand. It is easy to fall on it. You kind of got to prioritize.
You don't even know what's happening. Then
right.
All of a sudden you're like, hey.
And you're like, man, you haven't sat in my face in like so long. It's crazy.
Or that.
All right. Non-sexual ways to be intimate. Here we go. I have a list.
Oh, boy.
Compliments.
Oh.
Cuddling.
Ah.
Giving them a shoulder massage. Kissing and touching. Having uplifting words and encouragement. Cooking for them. Buying gifts. Holding hands. Deep spiritual conversation. And we're back to brushing hair again.
What's the number 2 thing I say from the big air chair?
I have gas.
It's true. But what I say is, I always say the best gifts are the non-expected gifts.
Yeah.
Those have 100 times the impact.
Yeah.
That will blow the doors off of some chick.
It'll blow the panties right off.
It'll blow the panties right off.
Let's you just drop them pants. All right. Well, good luck.
All right. Well,
it sounds like everybody's developing emotionally just fine.
Sounds like everybody's kind of in tune.
Yeah, I'm
And-
sad that 30% think real love and romantic gestures are not valued. They are. You're just not with the right person. I'll tell you that.
That is true.
Right. Yeah.
That is true. Or or there's no reaction and you just become numb.
Right.
That's what I think you're talking about. I get that too.
Yeah.
I understand that. Because
Yeah.
if they don't reciprocate, I've been in that trap. That's why people break up. I mean, it's called divorce.
Amen, brother.
Learn about it.
Call your favorite morning show. Well,
I have some experience with this. If you'd like to call, give me a call. It's free, and because I have nothing to do in between the songs. You know what I'm saying? Go over your divorce.
oh no.
Hey, I have a story.
Okay.
Let me see. I just saw it this morning. Let me see if I can find it since we're not doing anything important. Where did this go? It's about the guy up in La Crosse, Goo.
Oh no.
He goes in front of a federal court. Where the F is that story at now? The La Crosse chancellor. He's going up in front of. Oh, here it is. All right, former UW La Crosse chancellor Joe Gao. Federal trial set they set his trial for June 2026. That next year, that far away.
Damn.
Over a firing dispute. Former University of Wisconsin La Crosse chancellor Joe Gao will have his day in federal court next summer as he fights to get his chancellor job back. A federal jury trial. This one's going right up the chain. In Gao's lawsuit against the UW Board of Regents, trial expected to last 5 days with 8 jurors deciding whether the university violated Gao's constitutional rights when they fired him for his pornographic sidebar career.
Yeah. Skeet.
Gao filed the federal lawsuit in January, and they set it when they set the trial yesterday. Firing came after the university discovered Gao and his wife, Carmen, had produced and appeared in pornographic videos online. And December 2023, when the Board of Regents unanimously voted to remove Gao from his chancellor position after learning about the videos. Gao and Wilson had been posting content on pornographic websites under the name Sexy Happy Couple. They are married. And created a YouTube cooking show called Sexy Healthy Cooking, featuring adult film actors. Now, if I remember this correctly, getting into the weeds here, part of that cooking show was because they flew porn stars in to be on the show, but I think on the UW's dime. I think if some of that was on the
Well, that's the problem.
on the books. After losing his chancellor role, but they were using it as like part of the whatever educational program.
Okay, so they were coming in for educational stuff and porn stuff.
Gao remained on paid administrative leave while the university reviewed his tenured faculty position. They voted 17-0 in September 2024 to strip Gao of his tenure and fire him completely. Gao argues that his firing violated his free speech rights and ability to show his balls to anybody that walks in the room.
Look at him.
Him and his wife created the videos were not obscene or illegal, which is true. He maintains that what he and his wife did on their own time should not affect his ability to be a chancellor, which is like, well, that's got to be in the contract. That's got to be,
right.
Publicly how your what would the conduct? It'd fall under conduct, right? Under your contract.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's a real problem here with the university. Our employees, what they do in their own time, we want to regulate that, Gao said following the Board of Regents vote to fire him. The university case against Gao included multiple charges beyond pornographic videos. Faculty committee found that Gao engaged in unethical and potentially illegal conduct for personal activities related to his adult content. So that sounds like conduct. There you go. You're the head of the university.
Yeah.
You got to put your wang away, buddy.
Right.
But the students, I think, want him back. I think they had a petition to get him back. They love the guy. I mean, what 21-year-old isn't going to eat that up? My chancellor, the porn star.
Right.
But he's the big guy. So
what do you think about it?
I think he's going to win. I think they're going to. at the very least, maybe he'll get his teaching gig back and lose the chancellor. But I don't think. I think the university is going to lose. What do you think?
If it was nowhere in the contract,
right.
You're going to have a hard time arguing that. And I mean, if he was doing his job correctly and it wasn't affecting his job,
right.
And it wasn't a Christian school.
And he didn't push it on anybody.
Right.
It was just a side gig, OnlyFans or whatever.
Yeah.
And I saw the video, and I can tell you, and I can look you in the eye and say this, those testicles have school spirit.
Oh. You rah-rah.
I mean, they are some flopping,
slapping
testicles.
Yeah.
They're very energetic. I'd like to have half that much energy at his age. He was going to step down. He was, he was chancellor 07 to 2023. Now he's planning to step down from his chancellor role at the end of the 24 academic year, return to teaching. So he wants his teaching job back. And in 2018, he was reprimanded, denied a pay raise for inviting adult film actress Nina Hartley to speak on campus during Free Speech Week. But then she showed up on Gao's cooking show, and then I think they had a threesome. Is this on? Anyways, Gao's maintaining he and his wife are exercising constitutional rights and the right to a little cowgirl, reverse cowgirl. So there you go, man. If you were on the jury, how do you vote?
It's sexual freedom, dude.
Consulting married adults. Having a little pow-pow time.
Yeah.
Basically, you're down to, should I lose my job over sex?
No.
Constitutionally married consensual sex?
No.
What is this, 1820?
Right. It just seems so absurd
I would vote to reinstate the guy. I might even give him.
It's not like he was handing out
right,
flyers you know what I mean? Like, you had to search it out. And it's not like he was like Professor.
Yeah, long dong.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm on his side.
I would have, as a jury, I could very clearly vote to maybe even some damages for him.
Did he use university property?
Don't know. I don't think so. If they did, I didn't read about it.
Yeah, Brian brought up a good point. If he used university property, that would be an issue. Yeah. But if he didn't, then...
Gal's working with attorneys, blah, blah, blah. The legal team argues that public universities cannot fire tenured faculty members for legal activities. And that's all we're talking about, conducted in their private lives. I mean, Bill Clinton got to keep his job. Kim Kardashian, it ain't hurting her career.
Well, and it's okay, the chancellor thing, I get yanking him from the chancellor thing, but give him his teacher gig back.
If Gu wins his federal case, he could be reinstated to his faculty position, potentially receive back pay and damage.
Yeah.
If he loses, it would set a precedent that could affect how universities handle similar cases involving testicles.
Well, and that's so wild.
That is wild.
Just because you're a teacher, now you can't have an OnlyFans.
Right.
I think that's a crazy standard to have.
I know teachers have been fired in other cases, but that seemed more like younger.
And those are usually Christian schools, too.
Yeah. Very rigorous standards there. But they weren't trying to hide it. I mean, it was out there the whole time. So now all of a sudden you're like, whoa, hey, TNA, look out. Dude, release the goo. That's all we're going to say. Release the goo. That's how I'd vote. I mean, if you ever watch one of those videos, a lot of energy. You watched the video, didn't you?
No, I'm good. My imagination does just fine.
I mean, I'll say this about Joe Gao. He will lick anything.
Oh, yeah? It's that corduroy patch, huh? Holy smokes.
It's like he dives in there like it's the last time he's ever going to see a naked woman. I mean, he's just ferocious.
I like it. There's good energy there.
None of my business. That's his thing.
No one likes a lazy liquor.
Nobody likes a lazy liquor. I've said that from the big air chair for forever.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okie dokie. So, earlier in the week, the story, I didn't do it on the morning show, but I did it for the afternoon dump. So I'm just going to review right here for all of us. Police in Oregon were searching for a 42-year-old man who got in a high-speed chase near Portland on Friday. It was actually in Milwaukee, Oregon, which it's Milwaukee, but it's IE at the end.
Oh.
It was all over social media because the guy's name was Looney Tune, which is crazy. PC2.
I want that.
That's all, folks.
I imagine that is not his God-given Christian name, but full legal name is apparently Looney John Franklin Tune. Cops pulled him over about 2:45 in the a.m. They saw him weaving through traffic. Then they realized he had a felony warrant out for his arrest. They put a spike strip in front of his wheels to stop him from driving off. He threw the SUV in reverse, rammed their car, and then drove over the spikes anyway and sped off.
Dude, he loony.
Fired a bunch of shots at him while he was driving off. He didn't hit anybody, but obviously he's loony. Eventually abandoned the SUV, ran out onto a golf course. He got away. Woman in the passenger seat was detained. They were still looking for him. Well, they got him. They caught the Looney Tune, man. U.S. Marshals and local police arrested a man they'd been looking for since Friday. They served a search warrant at Doug Fir Apartments and took 42-year-old Looney John Franklin Tune into custody without incident.
Yeah, so you're coming with us, Looney.
Isn't that crazy? So he has a bunch of charges, including first-degree attempted murder, first-degree assault, and fleeing or attempting to flee from police.
Where's your accomplice, Porky Pig, see? We're gonna track down you and Yosemite Sam, see? We know you're in on the caper there with the Daffy Duck or whatever the guy. Remember you know who the fastest, Roadrunner was really fast. Remember that little Speedy Gonzales guy?
Oh, yeah,
remember that cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was like Puerto Rican or something, but man, that dude could haul ass. He was awesome.
Well, yeah, Speedy Gonzales.
Speedy Gonzales, dude. He's not, he's speedy. A great cartoons. Good friend to everybody. Speedy Gonzales was the man. He's like a humanitarian that went 800 miles an hour.
He's portrayed as the fastest mouse in all of Mexico.
Oh, yeah. I miss Speedy Gonzales. What'd they do, pull that cartoon? I haven't seen that in so long. I get the Cartoon Channel.
Do you?
I do stop in there every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't know that Looney Tunes and all that would make it these days.
That's what I'm talking about. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know either.
I think most of them were. Who was the creepy?
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew. That was the one.
Slightly rapey. Very handsy.
He was the Joe Biden of Looney Tunes.
Oh, my God. And that poor cat was just trying to get away.
He would smell your hair and run his hand through your hair. Yeah, Pepe Le Pew. He was he was loony, dude.
Yeah, he was too much. Much too much. Yeah, I remember that. And who else was on the Looney Tunes?
Pepe Le Pew. They didn't have many cartoons of him, I don't think. I love the guy, but I feel like he got canceled.
Oh, okay. So Looney Tunes had them all: Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Sylvester.
Yep. Granny and the bird.
Yeah, Yosemite Sam. Yeah,
Tweety Bird.
Cecil Turtle. I don't remember Cecil Turtle.
I don't either.
These must be newer ones.
But the thing with Pepe, though, didn't he always get turned down? He was always trying and always.
Yeah, because it was a cat.
He
was trying to mate with a cat.
With the cat, right? That's what it was.
And the cat was just like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
And even the cat was blinking at the TV screen so we could help him. And it's like, am I going to get left alone?
Oh, yeah. Foghorn Leghorn would never make it today, for sure.
Foghorn Leghorn.
They still show Looney Tunes on the Boomerang Network. The old, unpolitically correct ones they reserve for later at night. Perfectly.
And now time for a special episode of Creepy Looney Tunes. And there's a little thing. Sexual harassment isn't funny. Watch with your own discretion. Adult supervision.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a skunk. I don't know. I always say, but he's a skunk. I mean, how bad can it be? I don't know. Whatever. HR Nightmare at Looney Tunes.
Yeah, let's see.
So funny. Kind of rapey. I guess, I don't know. It's like, just leave her alone. I think as a kid, you're like, just leave her alone.
I have it. Let's see if we can get it.
Oh.
I'm not going to get it.
What was
No
that?
one gets a free plug.
Oh.
Here we go.
From your pillow to the shadow of a willow tree and tiptoe dans les tulips avec moi. Bonjour, Monsieur Frog. Comment allez-vous this fine morning? Knee deep in flowers will stray.
He's just looking for a love interest.
Yeah, right.
Kiss you in the garden.
Oh, here he finds somebody.
Hello, young lover, whoever you are. I am Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Everyone should have a hobby, don't you think? Mine is making love.
Oh my gosh.
You are a girl, I am a boy. We have all that in common, darling.
Man.
May I call you darling?
And she's just squirming.
Yeah, of course, trying to get away. That's kind of heavy stuff for a 5-year-old to be sitting there. I go, what is this love thing? And what's he doing? Touching her? What is that normal? And then you go to school, and then you go up to your fifth grade girl at school, and you go, "Hello, I am a little skunk, and you are my little pigeon. Hello, would you like me to touch your hair?" The teacher's like, "You, principal's office."
Yeah, get out of here.
Who the hell was using Three Dog Night for a commercial?
Michael's craft store.
Oh, interesting. God, I haven't heard that
I
song.
guess they tried to cancel Speedy Gonzalez, but Gabriel Iglesias voiced him, so it got shut down.
Gabriel Iglesias? The Iglesias?
I guess so.
No kidding. Speedy was great. Love that dude. I loved his voice, too. Do you have a thing with his voice?
I'm sure I do.
That's good nostalgic right there, man.
Yeah.
Freaking Speedy. Good looking character, too. He's a good one.
I have Speedy Gonzalez amigos driving drunk. They're at the A-Go-Go Club.
I love it. Great music.
Yeah.
That is 60s right there, man.
Oh, no.
You know, this Speedy Gonzalez, he got the best nightclub in all Mexico.
Is he drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun place. Look how everybody jumping around. Maybe somebody should put jumping beans in the tequila. Buenas noches, amigos. Hasta la vista. Buenas noches, Speedy. We had fun.
Sí, we will be back mañana. Hasta luego.
I don't know. That's totally a guy I'd hang out with. So you got Speedy Gonzalez drinking tequila. You got Pepe Le Pew, feeling up every character in the cartoon world. I mean, what could go wrong? Oh, man. I forgot Speedy Gonzalez was drinking tequila on the show.
Oh, my God.
That is hilarious.
Dude.
That is outstanding. I don't know how that could offend you. That's hilarious. I can see why I got pulled. But it probably didn't make that much money. It probably wasn't a huge draw at the time.
Speedy has a cousin called Slowpoke Rodriguez that looks stoned all the time.
Slowpoke Rodriguez. I remember that dude. Did they have guns? I'm sure they had guns.
See, he's the slowest mouse in all of Mexico.
Yes. Slowest mouse in Mexico. You got him? Let me hear it. Let me hear that guy.
Let me see if I got a video of him.
Oh.
The legend of Slowpoke.
What a couple of dudes.
Everyone knows Speedy
Gonzalez. Oh, that's a TikTok. I don't want that.
Andale.
Right now at U.S.
Oh, you
Cellular,
don't know
you can get
free advertising.
Pay me my money.
Invoices in the mail.
Make it, which is me, not the slowest mouse, which is you. Maybe Slowpoke is pretty slow downstairs in the feet, but he's pretty fast upstairs in the cabeza.
Then the cat was there.
That is awesome. I mean, it's kind of an introduction to Mexico-ish. I mean, if you didn't have any, Mexican friends growing up, you're like, What are these guys doing? Let me check in. Tequila. Mom, what's tequila? Can I have some? Oh, that is. Now, see, Slowpoke might be a little more stereotyped.
Yeah.
Than Speedy Gonzalez, because that's just over-the-top stuff. But Slowpoke, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
That guy's stoned out of his mind.
Oh, dude, that's...
Boy, is that funny.
It is funny.
I forgot about Slowpoke.
Dang, and now I'm like, man, I kind of want to watch me some Looney Tunes. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that is good. I love both those. I guess I kind of remember. But Porky Pig, I mean, he's kind of a dork. I don't know. Porky Pig wasn't my favorite.
Porky Pig wasn't my favorite either.
I think he's kind of a dope.
Yeah,
he was annoying. He just annoyed everybody.
Right.
It's like, I'm not getting enough attention or something. But Bugs Bunny, just the epitome of cool, dude.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Just the coolest dude ever.
Totally. Yosemite Sam I liked.
I love Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Who was the chicken, the big, I like that guy, too. He's a little mean to everybody.
Oh, yeah, that was Foghorn.
Foghorn, I love that dude.
Yeah. All right, well, they got...
that's fun.
That is fun. I'm going to watch some Slowpoke Rodriguez today.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.